That's what you decided to do. But you got family there, and you definitely had tons of time to get the job done. You had over 10, 15, 20 years to get it done. So I could see that, but you should still folks come to your land. And a lot of folks complain about you not telling them to come to the land, but you ask for money. And a lot of other folks like King Job ask for money, but they ain't tell nobody to come to the land. You cannot ask for money if you're not going to invite folks to your land. No disrespect. That's not right. But go ahead, do what you want to do.
I'm out here. Oh, there he is. I found my little buddy.
And look how happy he is. The face. He's happy that he actually got one person. That's not enough to get the job done. It's tough. I feel bad for him, but this is that he made. But the Creator, I believe, has punished him enough so that he realizes. And I hope the Creator does send somebody to his land to help him survive the winter. If not, it's gonna be bad for him. I don't know what to say to that, but at that point, that's on you.
He's been hanging out over here under the camper trailer.
Hanging out because he's too hot. They both hanging out because they too hot. It's too hot to do the work without a lot of people because they know they won't get it done. I actually feel bad for Brother Whitehead. That's crazy, man. Brother Whitehead, I don't know what to say, bro, but I hope the Creator forgives you now. I think you learned your lesson because you struggled and you seeing the struggles and you admitted that you cannot have an attitude. Can mean to your brothers and sisters on the land. You can't do none of that on the land or the land will not survive and you will be screwed and you will not survive. But you learned your lesson and you changed your tune.
Watching Elder and I work. What's love, family? Well, the last video we showed, I hope he's not following me. The finished product of this.
Okay. I want you to take a look at this, right? Now, he does have a fence and he got the chicken wire in the fence. He been out there 6 months. Nothing's going on the land. Why? The dude just came like a month or two ago. And Brother White had been on this land for 6 months. Why is nothing growing? Because you can't do that type of work by yourself. You can't get the type of work done with two guys. You need 25, 30 people. Or you're not going to survive. You will die. Period. It's too hot. 130 degrees, 90 degrees first thing in the morning. You think 3, 4, 5, 6 guys going to get the job done? You on crack. It's not happening. I won't even bother to do the work. I'll just sit there and just get ready for my death. Because I know for a fact it will not get done unless you have a whole lot of guys. And this is why a lot of folks don't want to go to the wilderness because they don't see that Israel will even get together and do the right thing or even have that many people. One, y'all too comfortable. Two, y'all understand y'all don't want to deal with attitudes and y'all feel as though Israel going to have attitudes and it's not going to work out. And for the most part, it doesn't work out because folks bring their attitudes and everything there and they fuck it up and the Creator curses everybody and therefore they die on the land. You can't have an attitude. You can't be cussing your brother out. You can't sit there and be mean to people. You got to humble yourself to the 5th and 4th and whatever degree you got to do it. And you got to stay in your place in your lane. That's men and women. Respect your brothers at the utmost. Respect your husband. The Bible says wives respect your husband as if he was the Creator. That's what the Bible. I read it for you. The Bible says that you can't even yell at your husband, raise your voice to your husband. So if you do that, you are considered enemy of the Creators and you're not going to heaven and you're not going to survive in the land because the Creator's not going to allow you to survive in the land because he's going to kill you off in the land himself. Because of how you are. You got to change. Men and women. Period. To hear Brother Son and see how Brother Son is, you can see his whole demeanor has totally changed from what he was before. Before he was prideful, he was cocky, he'll argue with you. Man, get on his feelings and shit. I don't see the same brother doing that now. The only problem I say that he can just stay out the camera so much. Some folks do feel though, Brother Whitehead, this is not me talking. I'm saying what some folks feel that you like the camera. They feel you like the camera too much. I wouldn't be giving my location doing any videos on the land due to the fact to give away his location so it may not make the land safe anymore. But I understand you're in a desperate situation where you do need their help and you need folks to come help you with the land. I don't understand why you just didn't call all of us since you had to change your heart. But whatever, that's on you. We all right. But I hope that you keep learning this lesson.
All of that, of the fruits of the Spirit. You know, they killed off our wisdom.
So he's saying You no longer can have an attitude and yell at your brothers and sisters. You got to deal with them wisely, but you have to have all the fruits of the Spirit. Because if you don't have the fruits of the Spirit, what happens, the Creator will allow your spirit to be killed off. He will allow you not to be close to him, which means the devil can come to that land and destroy you, because the Creator will move his hand to protect you and let you be destroyed. This is the lesson that Brother Whitehead's learned. Brother Whitehead, again, I forgive you. I'm not mad at you. I can't speak for the others. I hope they've forgiven you too, just for their own sake. Okay? And you can always call and say you sorry. If you don't worry about it. You are forgiven anyway, so I'm not worried about it. But you should do it for your own sake, because the Creator did say you are supposed to apologize. But again, brother, like I said, I forgive you. I'm not worried about it. If you call me, you call me. If you don't, you don't. I hope that you keep this attitude of realizing that you can't yell at your brother. You can't respect your brother. You can't do what you did, Brother Whitehead, because then it won't work out. And it is sad that Brother Farius still have not came back, because you gave him an attitude. You didn't hear him. When he tried to talk to you, flipped out on him, yelped, and started saying whatever you said that you shouldn't have. And you gave him the wrong response, and therefore he left. And I hope you realize that now you cannot have a leadership, cannot do dictatorship. Doesn't matter who paid for it. It's the Creator's land. You have to deal with everybody wisely and diligently. And the Creator never says to tell you that somebody can't come to the land. The Creator works with a council. He put councils together. But I advise you to put a council together. If I was you, that's the first thing I'd do. And get the voting with your council, and the Creator will lead y'all. Anything else is uncivilized. The Creator said, any man that wants to sit there and try to lead it and all this other stuff, there's no point in you trying it, because it ain't going to work. That was our first mistake from the get-go, and it led to our fall. And where did we end up being? We lost land. The Bible says we'll get jacked for our land. Somebody will steal land. They stole our land. They made us put us a war, and then put the name slavery on it, even though you find out that they didn't even take over our land until the late 1900s, which means that the slavery bullshit story is obviously a fucking lie. And we've been put this war for the whole entire time. They totally made us forget who we were. They totally got rid of all our feast days. We don't even have them. They gave us the devil's feast days. They totally gave us the Saturday and Sunday Sabbath, which is the devil's day. Again, they totally tricked us all around and then some. So if you got that pride and all the stuff that you have in your head, you want to think it's your land. Doesn't matter who paid for it. Doesn't matter whose name's on it. My name's on the land too. Guess what? It's still not my land. So that attitude needs to go. Anybody who has an attitude, period, like Brother Whitehead used to have an attitude, then you need to just sit there and cross-examine yourself. Understand the Creator said you have become an enemy of the creators, and you need to fix that problem and work with your brothers and sisters. And if you can't talk to your brothers and sisters wisely, you can't be nice to them, there's no saying. My mom and folks used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. In other words, don't even speak until you can learn how to do it. Nod your head and shake your head yes or no. Don't even let your tongue utter words out your mouth until you know how to do it. Just to save yourself. Because if you yell at your brother and sister, give them an attitude, then the Creator's going to get you. And the punishment for that is because becomes you are his enemy. And when you are his enemy, your punishment is death. He will plead for us in the wilderness, whether you like it or not. And that's what the Creator means. So we cannot afford to give our brothers and sisters no attitude. You will not survive the wilderness. If you're doing it now, then you need to get rid of the attitude and throw it away, or you will not survive it, because you will be the problem. The Creator will get rid of the problem. Well, nothing we can do for you, because can't nobody fight a spirit that you can't see. So think about that. Peace and love.